Ever wondered what your life purpose is? Let's take inspiration from an ancient Chinese fable about a young man named Li Wei. Li Wei lived in a small village and always felt lost, unsure of his path. He saw others around him with clear goals and ambitions, while he wandered around aimlessly, feeling like he didn't belong. This made him feel very sad, and he wanted to find his way. One day, he decided to visit the wise Master Zhang, who was known for his wisdom and helping others find their way. With determination in his heart, Li Wei set out on the journey to Master Zhang's temple, which was high on a mountain. The climb was tough, but Li Wei's desire for answers kept him going. When he finally reached the temple, he found Master Zhang sitting peacefully, surrounded by the beautiful nature. "Master Zhang," Li Wei said, bowing respectfully, "how do I find my purpose in life? I feel so lost." Master Zhang smiled gently and handed Li Wei a small seed. "Plant this seed, take care of it, and watch it every day. Come back to me in a year." Li Wei was confused but did what the master said. He went back to his village and planted the seed where it would get a lot of sunlight. Every day he watered it, protected it from pests, and watched over it with care. As days turned into weeks and weeks into months, the seed began to grow. Li Wei saw how the small plant faced the weather, growing stronger every day. He was amazed at how the plant grew, noticing how it changed with the seasons, survived storms, and thrived in the sunlight. He started to see that his own life was like the plant's growth. Just as the plant faced challenges and grew, Li Wei realized he also needed to face his challenges to grow and find his purpose. After a year passed, Li Wei returned to Master Zhang, who welcomed him with a knowing smile. "Master, the seed has grown into a beautiful tree, but I still don't know my purpose." Master Zhang nodded and said, "Just like the tree, your purpose grows from within. You must nurture your talents, face challenges, and allow yourself to grow. Your purpose is not something you find, it's something you grow through your actions and experiences." Li Wei thought about the master's words and began to understand the deeper meaning. He realized that finding his purpose was not about looking for a specific goal, but about the journey itself. He needed to embrace his talents, face challenges with courage, and grow through his experiences. Master Zhang continued, "Think about the tree you planted. It started as a small seed, but with care and dedication, it grew into something strong and beautiful. Your life is the same. You must find your purpose by being true to yourself, nurturing your talents, and embracing the journey with all its ups and downs." Li Wei left the temple with a new sense of clarity and purpose. He understood that his purpose was not a fixed point to find, but a journey to experience. He learned to focus on his talents, face challenges head-on, and grow through every experience life offered. Just like Li Wei, we must keep searching and believing in ourselves, knowing that our purpose will grow through our actions and dedication.